Alright. Well, that was fun. I thought I was recording, but instead, my whole camera just did not record any of that shit. So basically, after I vlogged out last night, I just got bombarded with messages on TikTok with my recent video that I'd made in regard to me calling out one person that made a TikTok because they said, oh, I got a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox and a Switch, and these are all my consoles, I'm surprised no one else has it yet. And I put it out to say, well, hold on, I work minimum wage. Majority of us work minimum wage. We don't have the money to pay for this, and don't be a spoiled little brat just showing off your shit. What some people either took as it of me being childish and jealous, which a little bit it was, but at the same time they were just basically come to me and said, oh, well, I work minimum wage. I work with a minimum wage job and I saved up and I basically had enough to do this, and this. And it's like, well, okay, but at the same time, you got to consider the following, that if you got minimum wage, where's majority of that pay going to so far? You got bills, you got rents to pay. I'm thinking more, majority of people that will comment to me as well were saying, oh, well, and it's like, I'm guessing you may still live with your parents. I don't know. I'm not going to even fucking argue and go deeper into that hole. But people come to me saying, well, you got to find a better job. You got to go back to school to find an education in which, gives off a job with that particular education and such. And it's like, okay, here's a couple of things for starters. One, going back to school to find a better educated job, a better education for a job. You do know that costs money, right? And how do you get money? From working. And can you find a full-time job at any time? Hardly. Why? Pandemic. But also as well, a lot of companies are not going to be fucking throwing in more money for full-time positions. Trust me, I looked. I asked, have they ever offered full-time positions? And they said no. Why? Because they don't really want to put in money for full-time positions. And a lot of people as well don't want to work full-time, which is a bit of a piss off because they're going off by what other employees don't want to do to earn more money, and that's earn full-time. So that pisses me off. And I know a lot of places are going to be hired, adding up that pay or that raise and such. I mean, I just took a cut because I'm no longer a store associate lead for now. I don't know if they're going to put my raise back up if I go back as lead in a couple of weeks or so. I don't know yet, which is confusing. But it's really hard when it's like, oh yeah, this is your job. But the problem is as well, it's not a fixed schedule. So I could end up being where it's, I can work Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But there are some weeks where it could be, here's your Tuesday, Wednesday, but we're also going to take maybe you off on Thursday, Friday. So you're missing out on hours there. So instead of having round about maybe 24 to 26 hours, that week you could end up having worked at least 16 to 18 hours. So that's a massive cut in hours and in your pay right there. And I get paid every single Friday. And people say, oh, why not, save up your money and stuff to do it. Problem is, there are fucking bills to pay and rent. And it's really hard when, right now, my husband's working 2 jobs. He still works for the casino, in which I cannot be hired for again. Not for another 5 years. And he also works at home at his first job, which is journalism, which he loves. He loves doing the journalistic side. So he's bringing in the money while I'm trying to bring in as much as I can, and I honestly feel that I'm useless. Right now, I feel like I am useless to my family to provide. And it does upset me. So I had to take down the video yesterday on TikTok with that one because I couldn't handle up answering the questions and people thinking, oh, well, you gotta find a better job. Oh, well, no, your fault, not mine. Good night. And it's like, I'm not dealing with this shit. I already feel shit enough as it is, but I wasn't there to take it. So that was kind of me yesterday because that was fucking great. I'm working today, let's see, 12:15 to 5:15, and then 9 to 5 tomorrow as store associate lead. I have fucking noise. It's just really hard because, again, the job I'm doing right now, I'm running around as much as I can. I'll work on the registers and then, someone may turn around and say, oh, hey, I need you to also work on the clearance rack, in which is nowhere near the fucking register. But I'm also told as well, oh, you still got to work on register as well. I'm like, right, you got to help me do one or the other. I can't do both, and on a busy weekend, like fucking Easter and coming up to the summer where people want to buy a goddamn patio, which we don't have, they're all coming up to the register at once in bulks. And I'm the only one on register. I don't have backup. And then they bitch later to say, oh, why didn't you get this done? And I told you to get this done. It's been fucking busy. What do you want me to do? So right now I'm just feeling like shit. I honestly don't want to go into work today. Or at all. So I don't know what I want to do. And yeah, just in general, I just feel like shit. I really do. So, going forward with today and all, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to find out the following things. First off, pray on why we need to be open on Easter Sunday at regular times, because one, it's Easter Sunday. Majority of stores will be closed for Easter Sunday. So there's one. Two, is it actually considered holiday pay? I highly doubt it, but swing in the dark there. But also as well, I want to find out from my boss if he's in today, which I will say highly doubtful. That's what I was looking for. But I want to find out if, with our pays, because we get paid every Friday, I want to know if it's possible to opt out to being paid weekly and to look about being paid bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks, because at least then it's helping build up a little bit more money, and it could be a little bit more beneficial, because at least then I don't have to say, oh hey, here's a little bit of money here to help with the family, so at least I can give a little bit more to help out, So I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna have a word with them and say, hey, is it possible this could be done? Because if it comes to it, I'm gonna see what happens as well with a couple of other things. Like for starters, being put up into that new position, if it means I get a little bit of a pay raise again. So we'll have to see there. If so, okay. And if the bonus as well being, I can opt to be being paid bi-weekly, then that's good. I like that. But also, if it's not with a little raise, then that's a bit of a gutter. And also as well, if the bonus ain't there of the bi-weekly option, just may have to consider a couple of options and check out the wonderful people at Indeed.com. Maybe they're right, maybe I need to find a better job and see which one's paying.
reception to the hospital. Store floor associate at Walmart. Either way, the way I look at it, it's going to be the same thing as it has been for the last couple of years. More fucking walking. Well, that's just fun. In our current predicament of where we live right now and the size of our apartment, I see a lot of people when I'm walking to work in this weather, walking their dogs and taking their dogs out for a ride in the car, and they pass me, and it makes me think, I want a baby. The only baby in which I mean is on 4 legs, it's furry and goes woof. So basically, no, I'm right the first time, I want a baby. Oh god, I would love to have a dog. I just want to cuddle with a dog and just give it so much love. I need some serotonin. I need a dog. Alright, so another work day done. To be honest, this was like, ugh. And what made it worse is that we had a table right in front of my fucking register, in which that table has been designated the 50% off fucking table. And basically to see, oh, half the stuff, well, majority of the stuff on that table is 50% off, and it looks kind of cool. Also as well, it can also top up with my employee discount. For now, because right now my finances is shitly low, I bought one thing in which was new drill bits. I had to be an adult, so that came to like $2. So I'm waiting for Chris to come home so we can play some video games and just have fun and eat chicken nuggets. But this is what I see on my game TV right now. So I Married an Axe Murderer. A freaking awesome film. I love it. Oh god, it's gonna be one of those nights. I love it. Also, there's a cobweb in the corner. Huh. So a nice way to end tonight with basically fighting off a monster that shoots electrical attacks, but is a monster with a long stretchy neck, no eyes, big fat fucking red lipstick lips and teeth. It looked like one fucked up sperm with wings. That's... oh...
It was a lamprey wyvern.
Hold me. I'm not going to sleep tonight. I'm not going to sleep tonight. But I gotta do 9 to 5 tomorrow. Fuck. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a brand spanking new day, and hopefully it'll be better than the rest. Don't have nightmares. No star.